We're here at ICA's Spring Symposium, and I'm standing with Carolyn Corporon of BSG. Carolyn, how are you?
Thank you. Appreciate the opportunity to visit with you.
Yeah, well, we're here to talk about the Fashion Frenzy competition that's underway right now. What can you tell us about this?
Well, Fashion Frenzy is a student competition we have had in the past at our own fashion focus events, education show, and we wanted to partner with Intercoiffure and bring Fashion Frenzy here to the Spring Symposium. It was a great opportunity for us to partner with the symposium and really introduce students to the industry in a very unique way. These are fabulously successful salons, and they had the opportunity also to be mentored by industry greats such as Fabio's, who is with, of course, Canada Wella. And then we also had John Maroney with Goldwell. And then we also had Luis Alvarez, of course, with Aquage, and Luis has been very generous with his time. He's really been coaching, mentoring the students for the last 2 days, invaluable for these students. And they've worked really hard. They took the step and were courageous and submitted their before and afters to go through the selection process. And we have 6 semifinalists here today.
And this is a makeover competition, and it's been, as Carolyn said, it's 6 semifinalists that are here. And what kind of makeovers are taking place? I mean, how are they really sort of major changes, and what was the criteria?
Well, they really were allowed to do whatever they were inspired to do. So some of them involved cuts, color, some of them, interesting styling techniques. What they did in the submissions is kind of getting reinterpreted here. It isn't always possible to absolutely recreate what you submit. So I think that they're really being challenged, which is great, and they love it. They love the challenge to take the models and then work with the realities of what is here and what's available. They looked at the models, they assessed their hair types, they through the analysis determined what they wanted to do, and then of course through some mentoring and coaching behind the scenes will create their competition look for the stage.
And for a very prestigious audience at that.
Yes.
And tell us what the grand prize is.
Well, the grand prize, first and foremost, Intercoiffure and Lois Christie has made a very generous offer for them to come to New York and be involved in a competition. Well, some work with the salon in New York, which is great. They've had the opportunity to come here. They've been flown in. They've been staying here and being coached. So I think every person who has touched them has really been very generous with what they're offering. There's been additional education opportunities with academies, and of course we're going to be giving them some CosmoProf gift cards, because many of them are students who shop with us at CosmoProf, and that was how the announcement was made. So we have about 135,000 students who are part of our Pro Club program and shop with us, and so the competition was announced through our CosmoProf shopping guide, through our Facebook, Twitter, and I think that what we'll have now, we have Babak, who's a famous industry photographer who's come here to shoot them, and so the grand prize is a photo shoot with Babak, and they will have exposure and editorial coverage in our shopping guide, and we circulate about 1,300,000 magazines a month, so it will be tremendous exposure for them. That's a big prize.
Yeah. And we look forward to running the images and Launchpad as well. We're very excited.
Yes, we appreciate the partnership with Creative Age and Launchpad.
No, it's a wonderful opportunity for these students, and I can't wait to see what they bring to the stage.
Yes, it's going to be very exciting.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Carolyn.
And thank you.
We're with Aquage's Luis Alvarez, who's been hugely instrumental in this fantastic Fashion Frenzy makeover competition that we're about to see on the stage. Luis, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me here. Big fan of Launchpad, so I'm excited that you guys are covering this. And these kids are the future of our industry. So I'm really excited that Intercoiffure, that CosmoProf, my distributor, that our only distributor for Aquage in the entire country, partner up to bring these 6 kids. Some of them have never even been on a plane before. So it's amazing to bring them to an event like this. I think it's so transformative. It'll change their lives. They'll never be the same. Regardless of who wins, these 6 young ladies are going to walk out with incredible boost of their confidence, their self-esteem, and a great peek about what could be in the future for them.
And how many people actually went ahead and entered the competition?
I think there were over 50 contestants. Wow. 6 that were brought here. Yeah. So they were flown in, picked up by limo, right. Brought to the Fontainebleau, the coolest hotel in Miami. And a few companies have been, all CosmoProf companies. I took them out to dinner on Lincoln Road, one of my favorite spots. I know someone from Goldwell took him out for breakfast, no, for lunch. Someone from Wella took him out for breakfast. We've been mentoring him. I've spent the whole day with him, helping him get, like this young lady's making this really cool piece using one of our products, and she's taking all this hair, and then afterwards she's gonna make this really cool kind of thing. So, it's like this young lady's really talented. She's tell everybody your name.
Hi, I'm Charmaine.
Hi, Charmaine.
And where from?
Canada, Ontario, Canada. Yeah.
Super cool. So
yeah, it's just fantastic.
These things, so I'm just glad to be part of it.
Yeah, it's just such great exposure for them. And what do you feel is just the most important thing about really this upcoming generation of stylists? I mean, where do you see the industry going, and what are you noticing amongst this group of students?
Well, number one, and I have 2 daughters, by the way. Yeah. One is 22 and one is 14. So the new generation is not very patient. That's a lot of people think, oh, they're lazy. They're used to. I mean, my little daughter is Skyping with her friends, texting, editing a video, and eating her dinner at the same time. So they're amazing multitaskers. They get bored real easily. So if someone my age, and I'm in my 50s, I've been doing this since I was 17, deals with someone that's very young, I have to be able to feed them quickly. So I think that's the disconnect in the generations. If you're an older hairdresser, you've got to understand that these kids get their stuff quick. So if you're not providing them with a stream that's fast, they get bored. But if you do, they're like, wow, and they're totally into it. And they're really bright young kids. So we have to hold a carrot and show them what potentially could be for them. But we also have to cater to their needs, which is make it fast, make it impactful. It's just a difference, and technology has changed the way young kids, and I try to, well, I'm an old guy, I try to keep myself really young, and I'm totally connected 24/7, and I love the young kids, so that's the only difference.
And what are you sort of learning from them as well?
Well, at this point in my career, one of the things that I find is valuable to me is that as I teach others and I mentor others, I refine my purpose and I define and distill a better way to communicate something. So I think it makes me more articulate, more precise in my delivery, and it makes me a better teacher. And so that's the reason why I do it. And I'm not a very religious guy, so I'm not going to throw religion your way. But the one thing I do believe in is the karmic law, that whatever you put out, you receive tenfold. That has definitely held true to me in my entire career. So I have no intentions of anything getting back from these kids, but I know that they will. This young lady, I help her and teach her a couple of things. She'll do whatever for us, use our products, tell people about the experience, pollinate people with our message. So it's a win-win situation for everybody.
And I know as somebody that, does your own photography, which is so impressive, and one of the big grand prizes in this contest is a photo shoot with Babak. Have you given them any pointers in that regard?
Yeah, we've been talking about it all day. Babak joined us for dinner last night, and I have so much respect for Babak. well, I'm a photographer myself, and it sounds like we might be competitors. We're really dear friends, and I only shoot for my team. He actually shoots for the whole industry. I think Babak is responsible, personally responsible, for really elevating a lot of the work that our hairdressing industry is really creating now. His work for Naha is phenomenal, all the work he's done for the magazines. So the first thing that I did was let him know who they were really dealing with. Because this guy looks like a real relaxed dude, kind of fun, but he's really a major player. So this is an amazing honor and opportunity for them to work with someone like Babak, and they're super excited. Let me tell you, these 6 kids are humble, they're grateful, they're motivated, all 6 of them. So it was a great pick. A great pick all the way around. So yeah, they're excited for the shoot. The whole thing is overwhelming. I mean, if you've never been on a plane, forget Babak. You know, just getting on a plane is like already mind-blowing. Imagine walking in for the first time at a hotel like the Fontainebleau and being treated to all these lunches with an industry legend and meeting everybody here. I mean, I walked with the kids from my thing, and they meet Lois and they meet Deborah Carver and all this. They're like, you know, they think they're at the Oscars for the first time. So I think that's really great of Anticoiffure to recognize that need. It's amazing. By the way, CosmoProf, our distributor, they have a way of registering students, and they account for 4% of their business. 4% of that's huge. Yeah. They have over 130 students that are registered to buy at a CosmoProf store. So it's not only are we doing something for them, they're legitimate, incredibly powerful customers, and eventually employees to all Anticoiffure salons. So it's a win-win situation all the way around.
Well, they absolutely are the future of the industry, and it's such a great opportunity for them, and we're excited to see what they bring. So thank you so much, Luis.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Thanks for having us. I look forward to see who wins.
Me too.
Take care. Thanks.